wanted to address some critical facts about central bank digital currencies that will blow your mind. I'm not even talking about control mechanisms many governments want to force on us to control our daily transactions. However, real technological issues most people do not know exist. You know how we're all used to cash? You can stash it under your mattress or trade it in for something like a hot dog without needing electricity, Wi-Fi, or other technical devices. Now let's fast forward to the future where we're talking about central bank digital currencies, which are like digital versions of regular money. It's like the money in your bank account, but instead of paper and metal, it's all electronic. So CBDCs are supposed to be all cool and convenient, like swiping your credit card or sending money through an app. But here's the kicker: they rely on computers, internet, and other tech stuff to work smoothly. You know how your Wi-Fi acts up when you least expect it? Like during an important online meeting or when you're trying to watch cat videos? Well, CBDCs are kinda in the same boat. Imagine if your CBDC wallet suddenly glitched out when you're trying to order some pizza online. One minute you're ready to dine, the other your digital wallet goes on a strike. That's not the kind of surprise anyone wants, especially when you're hungry. And there's the satellite situation. You see, CBDCs work through computer networks, and a lot of these computer networks use satellites to beam information around the world. But what if those satellites decided to play hide and seek with the signals? Boom! Suddenly you can't access your digital wallet and cash even if you wanted to. Now let's talk about the big off switch. You know how there's typically a switch to turn off lights in the room? Well, imagine if somebody had a switch to turn off the whole CBDC system. It might be some tech wizard with a creepy grin, or worse, a cyber criminal with not so friendly intentions. Just like that, your fancy digital money could be gone in the blink of an eye. So the bottom line is this: CBDCs, they're nifty and all, but they're not foolproof. Glitches happen, and satellites have their bad days, and digital systems can be vulnerable to hackers and technical gremlins. It is all within the room of possibility. It's like putting all your money in that tech basket, and if that basket gets dropped or glitched, well, you might be left with a bunch of digital zeros that don't really buy you a whole lot. Despite of everything that I just mentioned to you, it is highly likely that many countries will move ahead with their respective central bank digital currencies. Now the question is, what's the solution? The solution is to have a plan B in a country that might not even have the infrastructure to deal with all this central bank digital currency craziness. Well, for at least a few more decades, you want to get more out of life. That's why I've been saying for so many times, get a residence permit in a more backward country where the mindset and culture aren't really in alignment with these drastic technological advancements. Paraguay is such a country, but of course there are several countries in Eastern Europe and Latin America that fit our criteria list. If you've followed this channel, you are aware of the fact that we have been talking about central bank digital currencies for longer than our competitors. Some channels, like the one of capitalistic Nomad, just started to catch on and began talking about central bank digital currencies very recently. I wanted to briefly touch on Eastern Europe. History never fails to educate. Eastern Europeans inherited a healthy dose of skepticism. In Eastern Europe, parents and grandparents would sit down with the little ones and educate them about government propaganda. I feel like many Eastern European countries will object central bank digital currencies. I truly believe that East Asia and Southeast Asia are in for a lot of trouble, as countries in this region have a rock-solid portfolio of repressive government policies, which the general public didn't even question. That's why we've been saying, go where you'll receive equal rights. Now, if you want to thrive throughout the 21st century and become one of the Nomad elite, then I highly recommend that you subscribe to our email list now. There's a link in the description. Click on it and fill out the information on that page. Thank you for watching.